Welcome to MedTech Global Insights. Last week, the landscape for innovative medical devices in the United States shifted dramatically. The FDA and the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services, or CMS, jointly announced a new pathway to accelerate insurance coverage for devices with FDA Breakthrough Designation. This is a direct attempt to solve one of the biggest challenges in medtech known as the reimbursement valley of death. For years, manufacturers, especially startups, could achieve the milestone of FDA approval only to find themselves unable to sell their product because there was no clear or timely path to getting it paid for by insurance. This new program promises to shorten that uncertain waiting period from over a year to just a few months. So what does this mean in practice? The initiative, named the Transitional Coverage for Emerging Technologies, or TCET pathway, creates a more predictable and transparent process for reimbursement. It is designed to work in parallel with the FDA's regulatory review. This means companies can now plan their commercial launch with much greater confidence, knowing that a positive FDA decision on their breakthrough device will be followed swiftly by a temporary CMS coverage decision. This allows them to start generating revenue and collecting the real-world evidence needed for a permanent coverage policy. This is a game-changer for devices in areas like artificial intelligence diagnostics, novel implantable monitors, and next-generation surgical systems. However, this accelerated pathway introduces new strategic questions. For instance, the evidence required for FDA approval is not always the same as the evidence CMS needs to determine long-term value and cost-effectiveness. Companies must now front-load their health economic outcome planning. A key case is a startup with an AI-powered tool that detects early-stage neurological disease. While its clinical accuracy gets it FDA breakthrough status, the TCET pathway will require the company to immediately begin collecting data that proves it reduces hospital stays or lowers long-term treatment costs. Failing to plan for this evidence generation from day one could mean losing coverage after the temporary period ends. The program also puts pressure on manufacturers to have their entire commercial and post-market surveillance infrastructure ready much earlier than before. The gap between regulatory approval and market access is closing. While this is an incredible opportunity, it also reduces the margin for error. Companies must now operate with a fully integrated regulatory, clinical, and market access strategy right from the start. Navigating the specific requirements of both the FDA and CMS simultaneously is a complex task that demands specialized expertise. This new reality emphasizes the need for a robust global strategy, even when launching in a single market like the US. To learn more about how to navigate these evolving regulatory and reimbursement landscapes, you can email us at info@pureglobal.com or visit Pure Global to explore our end-to-end solutions.